Hey, Pretty.
Penny.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
All right, you might as well tell everyone why you've decided to go live. Make it snappy.
Why have I decided to go live? Because Sheree said you should go live. Forced me in front of the camera on a Friday night. Can you believe it?
I said Brett was tying a shrimp tonight, and the new dub we've got in from Spawn just looked absolutely amazing. So I said you should go live so everyone can see.
Yeah. So anyway, we're live. Well, I'm not going to do any tying, but so everyone probably just log out now. But anyway, we got the Spawn dub in this week, so I thought I'd have a bit of a crack at tying shrimp. You know, I think last week we did the versatile shrimp, and then in that we talked about doing dubbing, or like using a different dubbing and then putting legs and a shell. Well, we use the legs anyway, but then putting a shell over the back. Anyway, Christian from Denmark has been tying a lot of these really cool shrimps over there. And I thought I'd have a look at some of his gear because he uses some of this in some of his tying. And anyway, this is it. This is the outcome. So it uses the Easy Shrimp legs. And I'm going to try and get Sheree to focus in on that. So it's a really nice little profile, just the way I like my shrimps. But it's doesn't need any additional crystal flash in this one, in my opinion. Just those green eyes, the legs that hang down. And then I noticed Christian puts a hot spot right at the back of his fly, so I'm going to give this a bit of a crack. But he puts, what does he use? He uses some flat braid and then covers it in resin. So I just thought I'd put in the bright chartreuse or the coho chartreuse from Spawn, just to give it that kind of effect at the back here. So rather than being in the midsection, I've now got it down under the tail.
Actually, it looks so much better not on film.
And then I might take the torch off of it a little bit. I put some in the mouth, or in the head, up here, just a few fibres that you might be able to see in between the eyes. And then you've got the eyes, and then you've got that hot spot down in the tail. So I'm going to give that a crack for the brim. So
Looks cool.
anyway, there's a heap of colours in this stuff, guys. If you haven't seen this before, I've had my eye on this product for a long time, you know, and it was just the right time to speak with Josh over there and, you know, see if we could introduce it into Australia. And anyway, here it is. There's a couple of different collections. So they do a UV collection. So I'll try and get the torch onto that. So you would have seen some of that in the photos, that UV just pops. So there's a few colours in that UV. So that's the black with the yellow chartreuse. And there's a few different colours there, 5 or 6 different ones that you might be able to see. They all do the same kind of thing. I'm super keen to give the winter bass,
I like that one,
a bit of a go with these shrimps in the deep water as well, around some really deep cold weed beds. I think that we could be onto something there. They do a mega dub, or Simi Seal Mega. So these colours are a little bit more natural tones, I would call them, but the fibres are nice and long. So we need some long dub, you know, like on a little dubbed bait fish kind of thing. I'm going to give that a bit of a go for our salmon, you know, which have just sort of started up recently. And then their main range is the Simi Seal Salish Sea Collection. Say that after a few bourbons. Hope you haven't had any tonight. First night of the week. Anyway.
Just box.
Yeah.
That's cool.
This is my box. It's missing a colour, but that's okay. They're the colours.
Yeah, so which was the colour that really lit up? Was it that?
This one here, Coho Chartreuse. Oh,
And the pink?
also one of the pinks. This one here.
Oh, yeah, that just...
Yeah. Which is...
Kind of, when you've got it on film, it's sort of just, it's just a white light, but when you see it, yeah, you see all these little...
Which is shrimp belly.
It's hard to see, but all those little fibres.
Yeah, I'll see if I take the torch off that a little bit. Anyway, so you can get the kit, which yours would be full. Mine's got one missing, but that's all right. And in that little box, and then you can access your dubbing through all those little holes there if you want. With your dubbing needle, pick them out, or if you're like me, I just got my fingers in there and pulled it out. And then all of those colours that you see there, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. You can get all of those colours in just in your normal dubbing size packs. So
yeah, some
there's
nice
a generous
colours.
amount in there too. You know, it doesn't skimp on the amount of dubbing that you get in a packet, which is really nice. And it's nice to be able to bring something different to Australia, I suppose, that we can all get in and use. And I know that there's a bunch of guys here that have been using this stuff for a fair while themselves anyway, you know, and from what I've seen from those tyres flies and from what I've seen from overseas, this is particularly on the shrimp sort of stuff, this is unreal. Really super impressed with it.
How much you sell little kits for?
The kits are 40 for that. So you get 12 colours in an easy to open box. It is easy to open. Just ask me to make anything look hard on camera and I'm your man. Seriously. And then inside of that you get, I don't know, you still get a fairly... packs a fair bit into a little cube, to tell you the truth. Let's put my price up.
It's a pretty cheap kit, actually.
Yeah.
When you get 12.
So you get that come out of that kit, out of that little slot. So, you know, that's pretty impressive. I can see why people jumped on those.
Yeah, they're almost gone.
Yeah, they're almost gone. Yeah. But anyway, guys, that's the Spawn dub. I just thought I'd take the opportunity to show you the shrimp that I've tied based on the versatile shrimp and based on what Christian's doing overseas. And yeah, it's got some opportunity, that's for sure.
Sorry, there was a question before.
Oh,
do you resin the shrimp or prawn? And then it says the woe shell shrimps.
Yes, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, so what they are, they're the woe shells in the medium size. That's the olive colour. And I don't know whether Sheree can get a real close-up on that, but over that, I've just put a thin coating of resin.
Maybe put it on there.
Oh yeah, sorry. I always get this bit wrong.
Yeah.
Just put a thin coating of resin. Now what I do though is that I've got a little piece of, say 15-pound mono that's wrapped. So I tie it in under here, under the first set of legs. And then I've sort of loosely, wound it around to hold that shell in place, and then tied that mono off on the top of the eye here, and then coated it all. So that mono's got just enough tension on it that it doesn't distort the shell, and then the resin holds it in place and then locks it all down. So, but that's the first one that I've tied. It's been a busy week, so I thought I'd better start getting some of this stuff out and having a bit of a go myself. So
Brocky says, "Did I miss heaps?"
Oh, Brocky!
Oh, heaps!
You've missed
so
the best.
Much.
You've missed the best one yet. Nah, this is just an impromptu one, Brocky. So I'm sure that this will just go to the 24-hour story. But really, mate, all I'm doing is just explaining some of the dub.
Put a
Oh.
Get your torch out.
Yeah. So I didn't do any tying, Brocky. So you certainly didn't miss anything there. But it's an extension off the versatile shrimp, and where I mentioned last week that we probably should be, or possibly looking at putting a shrimp shell on the back. So I've just knocked one up now just to see what it's like, and changed my hot spot to the tail based on the influence of Christian, who was on the other night watching. So I want to give that a bit of a crack in the very near future, maybe tomorrow. Not that quick. So anyway, that's something for you for a Friday night.
Clint's joined in from the lodge.
Hey Clint, how are you, buddy? Hope you're well up there, just chilling. So anyway,
it's good.
Same hook that I use, guys, all the time, is that Arex NS156 in the 6. Some easy shrimp eyes, some legs, and happy days. You've got yourself a really nice little broom fly. So impromptu, I didn't even bring any tools across.
And that, I like that.
Yeah, so there's some good colours, guys. Sort of dark colours, those shrimpy kind of egg sack kind of colours, like so. You've got something that's a little bit different that I'm really keen to investigate that on the bream especially. And then you've got a bunch of naturals. Oh, this is another one too I like. I think I like this particularly for our lake, because our lake relies on dark green as a really good base colour. So that's, I don't even really know how to pronounce that. Polychayet. Don't quote me on that, it'd be wrong. It's an Australian thing. You try and pronounce every single letter in the word. Anyway.
How many boxes do we have left? Because there's a few people keen.
1.
We'll have more coming within the next fortnight.
Oh, well, there's a call.
Do you think?
Maybe in a month, guys. 3 to 4 weeks we'll have more. So if anyone's super keen on them, you can shoot me a DM and I can add yours to an order if there's no stock left. I'm happy to do that. It's always a bit of trial and error when you bring something new in. You don't know how it's going to be received. Do we have enough stock? Do we have too much stock? It's one of those things. So usually when I do try something, it's more probably on the conservative side. It's kind of my nature, but anyway, we need to go back and get a little bit more gear. So
Vinny says shotgun. Gone. Box is sold.
Gone. So yeah, but anyway, this is really, really cool. I've never done this kind of product before in our range, so when Sheree and I spoke about it, we weren't sure because we have no history on it. So probably should have ordered at a container load. But anyway.
And doubled the price.
Nah, the price is good. I think the price is fair.
Is awesome.
Price is fair and reasonable for what you get.
Yeah. Yeah, there's stacks in there.
Stacks in there. Anyway.
Sweet.
If they're out, we've got heaps of this stuff. Anyway, that's it, guys.
That's it.
Till next time. Till the next impromptu product release. Could be back in a couple of minutes.
Could be.
Nah, see you guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Cheers. Bye.